Well, guys, first of all, I'm going to ask you both kind of just in general, how you feeling as you guys get ready for a playoff game on Friday?
Feeling good. Feeling great. I'm excited.
Yeah. How much confidence did the win, and even though it was a loss last week, maybe playing your best against a top 5 opponent, how much confidence did that kind of give you guys going into this one?
A lot. I feel pretty good. I feel like we can definitely have a chance going into this game for sure.
Yeah, same thing. Just, it's getting better every game, and then we just showed that, we make mistakes, but we can still compete. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Graham, you've been around here for, a long time now. But talk a little bit about this guy next to you and just kind of the impact you think he's made, particularly on the defensive side at linebacker this year.
Yeah, he's been great. Honestly, he's been a great addition. He helps a lot in the middle. He helps a lot with Coulter and getting those stops in those holes and stuff. And he's awesome.
Yeah.
Glad he's here.
I know you wish you probably had more than just the one season, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What have you seen out of him at tight end at the same time?
He's been great too. A lot of catches, a lot of passes thrown to him, and he's had a lot of good blocks, and I know he'll be good there too.
Now, did you see a spin move at Thunder Basin?
Yes, I did. That was awesome. I was so excited for him. I saw him on the other side of the field, and I laughed.
Did you guys give him a hard time when watching it on replay?
A little. It was good. It was good for him.
Yeah. How about for you, Gavin? What has it been like coming up here for your final year of your high school career? What kind of take me through the process of how that came about and kind of what it's meant to you?
Yeah, well, there's actually over here, some land opened up. My parents decided they wanted to get kind of out of the city, so we moved up here. But in terms of football, it's kind of been a great experience because I only played the D line.
Okay.
So in terms on both sides of the ball, it's been kind of a little more, get to change things up, get to play for my senior year, just play all around the football. So yeah, it's been really nice playing offense and learning how to try and do spin moves a little bit better. That's been interesting. But yeah, no, it's great guys. Definitely took me in, showed me around. So yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Describe kind of adjusting from Colorado football in the metro area now up here to Wyoming. What's that been like?
There's definitely a lot of generally the same idea. It's a lot of guys coming in at the outs, definitely stranger with COVID, but a lot of guys getting together outside of football and trying to throw routes and doing some conditioning. But so it wasn't too much of a change.
Yeah.
In terms of systems.
I asked the other guys that you came up with, the Mayava triplets last week, how would you compare the level of football up here?
These guys hit hard too, so I definitely felt it. It doesn't seem, there's some games where it's like, this definitely wasn't as hard. There's definitely a lot more, there's a lot more games where you're like, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, I think it varies, but it's a little harder.
Graham, talk a little bit about for you, what type of things you had in mind coming into this junior season in playing kind of the fullback, H-back role and at linebacker in particular?
Yeah, I was pretty excited. I just love playing the sport so much. So anything I get to do on the field, I love. So anything that helps my team, being a linebacker or even at that fullback spot or the H spot. So anything that helps.
All right, Gavin, I'm going to ask you, when he ran in that touchdown against South, and he's just mowing through the defense there and then drags a guy the last 5 yards, what was going through your mind?
Well, it was definitely a nice sight to see. We see Coulter and Isaac scoring all day, and we saw this man just truck through, and we were like, well, that was a nice thing to see. It was like, better be excited for next year because that was fun to watch.
Yeah. What'd you see on that run? Take me back to the South game. You guys are trying to run out the clock. You just said, nah, I'm going to the end zone.
I just remember I seen this big open hole, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going, and then hit these two guys, and then kept going, and then all of a sudden I see the safety, and he grabs my waist, and then I get like 7 yards away from the end zone, and I was like, I'm getting it. So I did. I kept going.
You guys have been the leading defensive point guys on this team the last several weeks. I think your guys both up in the top 10, 12. Talk a little bit about what's working so well. What are you seeing so well on the defensive side? Gavin, I'll start with you.
I think best when I do the best is you play slow to play fast. So don't try and rush. You definitely want to you want to read where you're going, but when you make your decision, that's where the play slow, play fast. You play slow to make your decision,
Okay.
but generally you're going to see the most success when you make your decision and then just go. Like don't shuffle in. You just got to hit your gap and hopefully there's someone there.
Yeah. What about for you? What's been your key on the defensive side?
Yeah, I agree with him a lot, actually. Like, a lot of with, like, counter plays and stuff, you realize that you gotta stay at home and you gotta play slow, play fast, exactly like him. It's, you can't overthink things or you're just gonna outrun yourself out of the play.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts facing East again? I mean, everybody rematches somebody in the playoffs, but what are your guys' thoughts on playing East for the second time?
I think we're definitely going to run it right up them. So, but feeling better. We've made adjustments, and I think we have a little more confidence going into this game and a little more prepared.
Okay.
But it should be a good game.
Yeah. What do you see from East? Have they changed anything too much, Graham, or do you see some of the same things you saw on film in the first time?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty similar for sure, and I think we're gonna understand their offense a lot better on the defensive side. So now I think we're gonna be able to read a lot better, and we're gonna get to take on those plays for sure.
What are the keys to kind of slowing down that offense? Because that's an offense that you really don't stop, and not too many teams have stopped it. So how do you slow them down, especially with Buell at quarterback?
You just gotta stay on offense. We gotta eat up the clock on offense. We gotta run the ball a lot all day. We gotta
Well,
eat up the clock on
you're down your top guy, so you guys ready to step up in some other ways?
Oh yeah, we'll be okay.
All
For
right.
sure. I think Coulter can do a great job on that running back too.
So what have you learned about this guy to your right, Graham, that maybe nobody really knows about too much?
He is goofy. He is so funny. I love this guy. He's always like we got this snowstorm. He's like dove in the snow like 5 times in his practice. It's awesome. He's such a funny guy and super nice. So I'm glad I met him for sure.
Yeah. What have you learned about some of your teammates that's kind of maybe caught you off guard a little bit in a good way?
I mean, the same thing. It's especially these masks. These kind of things a little scary sometimes, but you get to know it. It's goofy, there's Jake sliding in the snow with me. Just being clowns, dancing, just joking around. It's been a fun season, meeting all these guys. And, it's definitely one thing I've noticed too is definitely been a little low in numbers. So, everyone's willing to step up and do a lot of running. So, that's been really nice to see.
Well, guys, do you have a nickname yet? Have you guys come up with this combo? Since you are the top 2 defensive guys, should just be the G linebacker boys or something?
It's like the double G last time. So.
If it fits, it works, right?
Yeah.
Graham, Gavin, thanks so much. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you so.